Hello viewers, welcome to the Watch Party with Marty. This is the first episode of hopefully many. In this episode I just wanted to show you guys how to change the strap in a Tudor Black Bay P01. Some of you may already have this watch and some of you may be thinking of buying this watch but haven't because, for example, the strap is brown. As far as I know, Tudor does not sell any other straps for this watch, so the color could be an issue. I have also worn this watch a few times and noticed that the clasp actually rubs against the wrist, so it's not the most comfortable of clasps. So today I'm just going to show you how I've managed to change out the strap to this black generic leather strap. Of course, as with any watch strap change, you have to make sure that the size is exactly the same. I've already measured the strap on the P01. It's 20 millimeters wide. This is a 20 millimeter strap, so they should technically be compatible. So just a really quick video on how to do the change. So as with any watch where you can separate the bottom from the top straps, separate the straps, use a spring pin tool that is of good quality. This one is actually an Omega. It came with one of my Omegas that are in the collection. And look at the points where you're going to do the extraction of the strap. Start with one side. Try not to scratch the metal part. Of course, if this was the real lug, I would have taped it up to protect the metal from scratching. But since there really is no place to put any tape or any other protective material, I'm just trying to be very careful. I push back the strap, I put in the extraction tool, and I try to release the spring pin. There is a spring pin here, and usually it's quite easy, but Murphy's Law. Let me try again. No, let me try the other side. Maybe there is a easier side. There we go. So that's one down, and putting that to the side so I don't confuse which strap to replace it with. It's best to basically just put the corresponding strap on the side where you will be reinstalling it. So I'm going to release the spring pin from the remove the spring pin from the strap, the original strap. Sometimes they're a little hard to take out, so you will have to use small pliers. In this case, it's easy. Install the spring pin in the new strap. And as you can see in the P01, you have other options, but I'm not going to explore them since this mechanism looks very complicated. It's not something you find in most watches. There seems to be a small spring bar here, but otherwise there seems to be a almost like a pin that was probably inserted by a machine at the factory, so you definitely don't want to mess with that. If you do want to make it, replace it with a strap that will remove this strange and only present part on the P01. I'm not aware of any other watch that has an additional extension of the lugs. So you might be able to remove this part and then find a strap that only attaches through this maybe 10 millimeter section. So probably not the best way to connect to a watch, as a 10 millimeter strap might be able to be torn off easily. All right, back to my strap. I will attach the spring pin on one side so that it doesn't fall out, and all I have to worry about is this side. So again, very carefully I push in the pin of the spring bar and gently glide it towards its position. So I'm done with one side, and now I have a funny looking P01, so of course I need to address the second side, which is done the same way, and hopefully I'll have more luck this time. There we go, that was much better. remove the spring bar. This one is a little bit more difficult. Let me try it this way. Let me try pulling it. Okay, it's coming, but it's not as easy to pull out as the other one. That is quite typical of strap replacement jobs, that the spring bars will be firmly inserted into the factory straps. There we go. I'm managing to pull it out by hand. I was about to go get my little pliers, but I managed. So here's the original strap. And the same applies to this side. Put the spring bar into the new strap. Secure it on one end. And again, as carefully as you can without scratching the metal. Push in the other side pin and then manually glide it into position until you hear a clicking noise, and if you're lucky like I was, there it is. So here is your Tudor Black Bay P01 on a black strap. I will demonstrate it after taking off my trusty Apple Watch. Not only does it offer a new look, but it is a much more comfortable wear. It does not at any place rub or pinch the skin on my wrist. And when you go out, I'm sure someone who knows the watch will ask you, how did you do that? Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode.